Now it's time for
Coffee Talk
with Ash C and
Britt B.
We get to spill
the tea.
Thanks to EFB. Thank you so much, Electric Fountain Brewing, for allowing us to sit at this table and talk news, nonsense, our opinions, all of the above. It breathes
nonsense.
It breathes life into me, and I hope that it gives other people either insight or entertainment or both.
Yes.
Right?
I'm hoping for, the latter.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about, I've been out of town, so
Welcome back.
Thank you. So looking at the news, it seems like same shit another day.
Yeah.
Okay? The car takeover thing, what is going on here?
I feel like we live in La La Land.
It's like some dystopian nightmare.
Like we did this once before, the last time it happened, and it's just crazy. And I think this coffee talk happened too. So it's did we just
Deja vu.
Jump into a different dimension or what? But in the comments, everyone is justifying, I don't want to say everyone,
a lot of people,
but the majority are justifying the car takeover. I called it a large gathering in Monday's morning. Muddy. So I don't know what to call it.
There were two, right? So one, the Lugnuts had their car show, which has been going on for a really, really long time at the Quincy Mall. And something happened there with this group. I'm not saying the same group, but affiliates of this group, I believe. Okay. So then cops show up. Then it happens again.
And this is in the same day, or no?
I don't think it's the same day because the car show was last weekend, I believe. Okay, so but this was Saturday, right? That it happened at the Casino Starlight, which both are private property.
Yeah, and I read in the story that
police can't do anything about it?
That's what I read in the story, that because it's private property, it's considered a trespassing issue, but wouldn't the people be trespassing?
Who do they call then if these people are trespassing on their property? Not the police? I guess I'm so confused.
I guess the owner of Casino Lanes needed to
Oh, he did not?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
And then, but my take on that is the residential people around there. There are other businesses.
Sure.
Who's to say, this doesn't stop from going into those businesses? So the first part of the video is people doing burnouts, peeling out, and everyone's like, oh, this is just good fun, blah, blah, blah. But the second part of the video, which I think some people might have looked over, so we posted the video twice. Once it had a little music behind it, so maybe you couldn't hear all the F-bombs. But the second posting, on the second half of the video, there are literally 10 individuals surrounding 2 police cars and screaming and yelling back and forth. I can't really tell who's yelling. But the F-bombs are being thrown left and right, so I don't know how
grounds for arrest?
Exactly. Especially when you're sitting there screaming at a cop.
Intimidation, harassment.
F you.
Yeah.
But yet this is all in good fun. And we should just let them do these things. I'm like, are we insane?
So let me go ahead and I don't want to peg everybody. I don't want to pin everybody into a certain circle here.
I think there were 2 things going on. Like you said, you have the car show thing happening. And I mean, if it's done right, I guess, but did they have permission to do the burnouts on that parking lot, which technically does leave marks and destroys property? Did they have the permission to be there? If
Heck said, come to my parking lot and do this, then obviously that's a different story.
Yeah, but I don't think so.
Can't imagine it.
The insurance that would need to be happen
such
behind
a liability.
there.
But also, so again, I see a few people that are defending this. People who used to cruise Broadway, okay? This is a little different than cruising Broadway.
Yeah.
This is kind of like what I would consider, and I don't want to get too outlandish here because I don't want people to poo-poo what I'm saying, but it's kind of like hostile takeover of private property.
Yes, so this is exactly what I was thinking of with all right, so you said, the car thing, but then the individuals, when they're surrounding the police cars, if you're actually watching that, it's like, wait a second, can the police not stop them? Because there's 10 and then they have 2?
What's going to happen is there's going to be a need for some kind of force on the police, on the part of the police, and then everybody's going to be up in arms. They used excessive force, right? So then it's like, I guess put yourself in not only the property owner's shoes, but also law enforcement. I would pee myself. I don't care how much training you've gone through. That's scary.
Yeah, so this is what I was also thinking was, what if they took that across the street to the bar? or like any
Brian
groups.
would kill them.
I know, but any groups. Like as soon as this was happening and I saw a big, large gathering of people, the people, not the cars, around the Quincy Police Department cars, I was thinking to myself, oh my God, what if they would like hostily come into the bar while I'm bartending and try to take over, you know? There's one of me.
Yeah.
There's 20 of them,
Yeah.
and they're starting to take things. What do you do besides pee yourself?
Well, I mean, I'm a sissy, so I would leave. Peace out.
I mean, like,
Peace out.
You're bartending.
But I would expect law enforcement to be able to do something.
stop
I would
it?
also expect my fellow community members to have my back.
Yeah.
So I'm very let down at people justifying this, just thinking of the person who's worked really hard to keep that business in our community for so many years,
Yeah.
only to potentially have this be something that takes it away from us all.
Yeah.
Okay. Not only that, maybe there isn't a place in Quincy. Stop virtue signaling unless you're going to put your money where your mouth is and build one for them.
Yes.
Okay? Because that is not a reason to justify this. There are plenty of other things to do in Quincy, and obviously, if you don't have enough to do, find something other than like ruining someone's property or aggravating neighbors.
Aggravating the police.
Or potentially putting yourself and someone else in danger, because let's be honest, when you have a piece of machinery that is a car, you never have full control over that. I don't care how good of driver you are. And something tells me we don't have Mario Andretti out there behind the wheel. We have morons who either just got their license or are trying to be cool, are trying to be a part of a group. They do not know what they're doing. If something bad happens, what do all the people who are in support of this say then?
And then also the argument of, we have so many other problems that the police should be dealing with. Get out there and go arrest people on meth. So because that means then you don't take care of another thing.
Yeah.
Like your logic and reasoning, like saying that there wasn't enough. So there was, again, I only saw 2 police QPD cars in the video that was provided. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I saw a couple of other police, like I think a state police car, and I heard that there was maybe like a Missouri State Patrol. I don't know. It didn't seem like there were that many police officers there.
Well, I mean, to think I'm just going to be brutally honest because that's the mood I'm in today. If you are so small-minded to think that because police are here, they're wasting their time,
yeah,
I have no use for you.
yeah.
I mean, we can't even give them attention because that is like, oh, the city doesn't do anything if this pothole exists on 18th Street. You know what I mean? Like, it's just very small-minded thinking, and it's just people who either want the like, they're used to this being the soapbox that everybody gets on, that the city's not doing anything. People love to hate QPD anymore. But I think this is what you get when you prove that you're not in support of them.
Yeah.
You get more and more of this, and then you get less and less control by, law enforcement, and then pretty soon they're taking over your driveway.
And if there was nothing wrong in the first place, then why were there 12 tickets and 2 arrests?
Yeah.
I mean,
Also, if your kid were doing this, if my kid were doing this and being like offensive and basically harassing property owners or residents or QPD, trust me, girls, I will have your behinds. This is not how we treat one another, right?
Yeah.
I don't care. If you're having fun, one thing. But if you know that you're pushing the limits, it's time to back off.
Last thing I'll say about it too.
Yeah.
In the video, where the individuals are clearly, taunting the police, people are like taunting. I highly doubt it. When you're yelling "F you" to a cop over and over and over again, I think that's taunting. Why then did they all spread and run away once the police, I don't know exactly what they were doing, I couldn't tell from the video, but once they finally reacted, I guess, why did everyone go running if they weren't doing anything wrong?
See, this goes back to me saying we need more grandmas that spank our kids, because it used to be your grandma would never allow this kind of disrespect to not only an adult, but law enforcement, your community members. You were expected to be an upstanding individual, and you didn't have parents who were backing this type of behavior up. And I think that encompasses the huge problem. We need to get back to holding our kids accountable for being courteous, respectful, upstanding members of society, or we're going to continue this dumpster fire that is nobody has respect for anything and everything gets ruined, and then everybody's left here saying, what happened?
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, more grandmas, step it up. And my grandma does it. She'll tell my girls what's up left and right.
I behaved because I was,
We were scared. You have the fear put in you.
Not only that, too, I didn't ever want to disappoint Grandma.
Absolutely. See, we got to get back to that. But then, so this takes me to kind of our next topic, because what you're seeing online also, which perpetuates this, people in support of instances like this are creating fake profiles to expand their reach, meaning they want more people to think that more people support stuff like this, which I just don't think is true. And I don't know the difference between like a robot or, like we've talked about the Davenport turds on here before.
I finally blocked them on my own.
Are they real or are they? Because
No.
see, I feel like the trolls that are kind of like automated, they immediately respond to things. I came across this scenario yesterday on a post about Brian McGinnis. Like everything I would say, kind of in support of not necessarily what Brian McGinnis is doing, although I'm there, what he's trying to do, right? Like, so proving his military existence, proving his background in Quincy, proving that blah, 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 blah. Because this guy just kept instantly, now he used to be class president. I'm like, so it took you literally 0.2 seconds to respond. That tells me it's automated, right? Or he's just sitting there in his
I kind of
mom's
think they're
basement.
sitting there because what is the automated response coming from?
I don't know how it works, but I think that there's more and more automated trolls that are on these posts, especially viral posts, that are there to continue engagement.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think we all need to learn more about social media, people who are posting, potentially who you're commenting on, because I fell victim to it yesterday, and I feel like some of these people who are in support of it, not just this, but other things going on in our community, are being kind of pimped by these trolls, whether automated or not, to say like, they have no stock in our community, but they're hoping that they continue this instigation, I guess is what I would call it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're everywhere. So I guess my advice would just be aware that you may not be commenting on someone who actually gives a crap about you, your community, or what's going on.
Just like the first subject, powerful in numbers.
Yeah.
Sometimes scary in numbers.
That's it. The more support you have, the more it's likely that you can just keep moving or be pushing somebody forward to do something that is asinine.
Speaking of in good fun, though.
Okay.
So this would be something that, if we're talking about, innocent fun.
Yeah.
This would be considered innocent fun. You tagged me in something earlier called Senior Assassin.
Yeah.
But even that, once I want you to explain it, but even that
it can
got taken too. Not in good fun.
Well, because when you have things like, these, I will call it a hostile takeover of whatever private property is happening, then you have these kids who are doing something that is seemingly innocent fun. The neighbors are like, they're looking at it as one and the same, right?
So you're essentially ruining
you're ruining all this fun, right? Because it does just take that one person to ruin the fun for everybody, and that's what's happening here. So Senior Assassin has been going on for a long time. My niece and nephew did it. Basically, I might get this wrong, but you have to wear goggles or arm floaties, basically like you're swimming. And if at any point you take them off, so you're wearing these potentially to bed, funerals, grocery store, school.
Funerals for your
well,
second
because
one.
you can't, this is
But don't
the
they have
thing.
to take it off after they've been hit?
Yeah, because then they're essentially out of
The game.
because people are cruising around with water guns.
That's
right?
why I'm
Getting
being
them.
hit.
But now you have the thing where people are worried, well, what if it looks like a real gun? If you see people cruising around in goggles and arm floaties, like I did at the last volleyball tournament, I was like, oh, is she really wearing those goggles? Where are her sports goggles? Like, I really thought, obviously I had no idea what was going on. Then I started seeing all the other kids, and I was like, oh, fun, Senior Assassin.
Yes.
I wish we would have done something like that.
Not school affiliated for anyone that's
No, it's
watching
just
this
the
and
kids.
taking us. Yeah, it's both Q&D and QHS seniors take part in it, And again, not school affiliated, but
Yeah.
it's in good fun, and that is our Good News Brews today.
Enjoy yourself, but do it in a way that harms no one.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, Shani, did you ever do Senior Assassin? No? But did you ever do Senior Prank? Or know somebody who did?
Well, I'll tell you a story about the class ahead of me that
Okay.
kind of messed it up for everybody. So.
Oh, see? This is what happens. It's the one group who kind of messes it up. Now, we ended up doing something that was super tame, but again, it goes back to not being school affiliated. It's kind of just like a tradition. So let's not mess that up for all of the kids who are out here doing the right things every day.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying some of those car folks aren't doing the right thing, but maybe be the better influence on the kids who aren't doing the right thing. Yeah, and that's our soapbox for today.
That was.
Right? I feel like I could just talk forever on it because I feel like kids are good innately. Kids are good, right?
They just
People are good.
Need more grandmas.
We need some smackdowns, I think. Absolutely. All right, well, I think that does it for today's
Coffee Talk.
Thank you, EFB and Shani Waney. I can't wait to hear your story. Hopefully we can retell it next week. Thanks so much.